Hi, I'm Christian.
And I'm Angela, and we are married
And bored.
Well, it's time for the second annual.
That means the second.
Okay. Married and Bored holiday special coming at ya.
We're here.
So these are, if you are new to our platform or just haven't experienced the holiday special we did last year, we're going to do some short 15-ish minute episodes. Ish. You know, we can't promise 15.
Heavy emphasis
on the ish.
On the ish.
And we're going to talk about games that don't get a full spotlight on our normal show and might be good gifts for you or a friend or, a family member this holiday season.
Yeah. That's just games that we've enjoyed playing this year that are maybe smaller in stature, length, just whatever. It's just games that we've had a lot of fun playing. And if you haven't heard of them, we wanted to spread the word.
Spread that Christmas cheer.
'Tis the season. All
right, we're going to jump right in. Our first game of the second annual holiday special is...
Chicken! Now, we say it like that because it is spelled with an exclamation point.
Yes, it's chicken with an exclamation point.
Chicken.
So you have to be excited.
This is a fun little game. It's Keymaster. It's from Keymaster Games, which is the same people who brought us Parks.
That's right.
Yeah, and it was a Kickstarter.
All the iterations of Parks.
Yeah, it was a Kickstarter maybe a year and a half ago. We didn't do the Kickstarter, but we just kind of bought it retail for a trip we went on this fall.
Yep.
Up to the mountains.
Yes, here in Arizona.
And we played some chicken.
Yes.
Chicken.
All right, so let's explain the game a little bit, and then we'll talk about some details if we think it's who it's for and the cost and stuff. So chicken, chicken.
There you go.
It's a game for 2 to 8 players, so that is cool.
Super nice.
It only takes about 10 to 20 minutes.
Super nice.
Somewhere in that range. 8. It says 8 plus can play it. I mean, I would say. It's just dice rolling, really. So if you're willing to help younger players, I would say players younger than 8 could definitely participate.
Or if you have genius kids like us.
Right. That's a joke, everyone. And you guys, the weight of this game, the complexity is really only
2.5 pounds.
Oh, no, not literal weight.
Oh.
The complexity of it is really low. I would say, I think BGG gives it a 1 out of 5.
Yeah, there's nothing to it.
All right. So what you do on your turn is you're going to be rolling dice, it's a pressing your luck game. So you're going to try to score chickens each turn. If you roll an egg, that hatches new chickens. See
which
the theme
equates
there?
To new dice.
Which is new dice. But if you push your luck and 3 foxes appear, then you lose everything. So there's you don't earn points that round, and all the dice go back in the coop.
Yep. Once those foxes get in,
it's no good.
It's not good.
Yep. And so there's other little rules, like if a player doesn't want to roll all the dice that the last player gave to them because they're afraid of rolling 3 foxes right away, they can do something called chickening out. And that is that they lose a point, but then they don't have the risk of rolling that many dice.
Yeah, you sacrifice risk for... Or not risk, you sacrifice points for risk.
Yes, and then it's the first player to reach 25 points. The game itself comes in a cylindrical tube. It's very nice. And the what would you call the game board? It's fabric?
Yeah, it's fabric. It's a fabric board, and it's really I don't know if it's not retro is the word. It almost looks kind of like Scandinavian art.
Yeah.
Very flat.
Yeah.
With pictures of chickens and foxes and barns and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very, I don't know, I get IKEA vibes from looking at the mat.
That is a good way to put it. So, do you want to show the sound effect, or
should we show them how to play?
Well, no. Christian's rolling the dice fiddling with the dice in his hands. So let's talk about who is this game for.
Well, yeah, I think what you mentioned, Angela, is that it's just very easy. So anybody can pick this up. You can be 8, you can be 80. And as long as you can see, you can play this dice. You just don't want to get 3 foxes. It's pretty easy.
Yep.
There's tiers of dice. And so like the white dice, the odds of getting a fox, very, very low.
Right.
And then so once you roll eggs, but they also have a lot of eggs. And so you hatch more chickens, which gets you to the next tier of dice, which is yellow. Yellow is a little bit more dangerous. And then once you add more dice, you get orange. And orange is the most dangerous, but it also has the most reward.
Yeah, it's the most rewarding.
And so, like, you just kind of push your luck to not bust and get those foxes, and then you bank your points and pass the dice on.
Yep.
It's really,
and, I mean,
really
depending on how well someone rolls, this game could be over quite quickly. Like
we did play a game where it was very fast.
I mean, that's why they say 10 to 20 minutes. It could go slowly if people keep busting, getting the 3 foxes. But it also could go quickly if you keep getting chickens and you score 25 chickens right away. Yeah,
I think we had a game where in the first round, one player got 17 because she just never rolled any foxes.
I know. It was so unlucky. I guess maybe we should say that what we love about it is that a lot of people can play.
Yeah, eight players is nice.
So this is something that could involve everyone. And I love that it's quick, that it doesn't have to take up a lot of time. I love that it's not complex at all. People are just rolling dice. And so it's a low entry point for people that maybe would say, oh, I don't play board games
But you play Yahtzee.
Yeah. Yahtzee is more complex than this game.
Very much.
And I love that it's, this sounds terrible, but I love that it's push your luck and it like low level, like introduces kids to gambling.
Oh no.
But no, it's kind of fun to watch them when there's no like obviously money or huge stakes on the line. It's fun to see what your family members or friends or whoever you're playing with will do in those situations if they're very conservative or if they push their luck. So I like watching that mechanic in play.
One thing I like about it too is the push your luck factor. Is if you are safe and you pass the pile of chicken dice to your neighbor for their turn, they don't start over. They get all the dice that you just rolled.
Right.
So their, risk for busting is just as great as yours was. And that's where the chickening out comes from. If I pass you a ton of red dice, you'd be like, no way. I only need 4 points to win. I'm going to chicken out and start over.
Right. Exactly. So it's like, there's a little bit of strategy for sure. So back to who's it for? I would say this is great for large groups of people that you have around the table, whether that's for a holiday gathering or a New Year's gathering. It would be great to just bust out this game and then up to 8 people can join in. So
yeah, it's very, and it's low table space too. It's just, there's not much space that it takes up. It's a really tiny, like, cylindrical thing, like Angela said. So
you can put it, ladies, you can put it in your purse.
Stocking stuffer.
Oh, it's a great stocking stuffer.
It fits.
It's kid friendly. The art is kid friendly. The game, the mechanics are kid friendly. I think it's also just nice to look at, like on the board is really cool.
It's always fun when you have a unique element like that with a cloth board. It's cool.
So if you are interested in chicken, where can people find it?
Yeah, so the great thing about it is that there was a Kickstarter, and that's come and gone, and it's shipped. So it is readily available at retail, basically everywhere you can find a board game. Yep. You can actually get it at Target, at our local Targets, which is the Phoenix area. It's ready in store, so we can go to our Targets and find it.
Yep.
You can always probably find it on Amazon. If you enjoy Amazon shopping. And then from the publisher, Keymaster, you can get it from there as well. And the unique thing with that is they have the upgraded components and like the Kickstarter expansions available to buy as well. So if you're going all in on chicken, go to Keymaster and check it out. There's a egg expansion which we don't have. There's deluxe components, of course. There's like it's kind of interesting that they do this like kind of like diorama thing where you can like set up what looks like a little wooden farm and play chicken.
That's funny.
Which is kind of cool. All in the same little flat colored art style. It's pretty cool.
And I think we got ours. Now this was a few months ago, but we got ours from our local game store. So you can always check there. Wherever your local game store is.
Yeah, and it retails for right around $20. And then if you want the deluxe bundle on Keymaster, it jumps up to $35.
Yeah, so this is just a great one to have literally in your back pocket for any gatherings you have this season.
Okay.
Because it's so tiny and it's packed with fun and it doesn't take up... It's not a huge commitment. Like someone could... I'll play this for 10 minutes and then the game's over and I'll move on to talking or doing something else or karaoke or whatever you have going on.
Well, Christmas karaoke, people do that?
Yeah.
Do they sing Christmas songs or do they still sing Journey, but at Christmas?
Right. With sleigh bells in the background. All right. So that is our discussion of chicken. But at the end of each holiday episode, we would like to ask a Christmas question.
Oh, no. Do you have one?
I have one for you, and the next time maybe you can have one for me.
Okay, perfect.
Okay. So, what is your favorite Christmas treat?
Treat?
Yes.
So what... okay, I guess what Christmas treat for me is like a cookie that's only made around that time. Kind of thing, or
not a ho-ho or a Twinkie.
One of my favorites is peanut butter star cookies. We call them. It's like a peanut butter cookie with a chocolate star in the middle. Mm-hmm. Some people put like Hershey Kisses in the middle. My family, for whatever reason, used Brock's chocolate stars, and let me tell you, it's just way better that way. Hershey Kisses are gross in these kind of cookies. So that's one of my favorites. Whenever I think of Christmas, for some reason, we only made those at Christmas. It's not really maybe the stars only came out at Christmas, like for the candies. So that's mine.
Okay.
Candy canes are kind of boring.
Yeah, well, you're not a big fan of peppermint.
No, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a classic Christmas treat, but for me, it's those homemade peanut butter star cookies.
Nice.
Do you have one that comes to your mind right away?
That's a great question because I feel like it's broken up into like now versus growing up for me.
Not for me. Mine's just cookies.
Yeah. So like growing up, my grandparents lived on a farm
with chicken.
I never saw a chicken.
Okay, they had pigs, right?
There was pigs. I did see gardener snakes, cats, but
snakes.
Different
coming
game.
Next year from Keymaster.
Different game. But they would always make homemade ice cream.
Oh, cool.
On like the holidays. But now, do I make homemade ice cream? No, I do not.
You did once.
Yeah, but we have all the fancy stuff now, like food processors and ice cream makers. And like my grandma used to like churn that stuff.
In an old coffee can.
I mean, I swear, I don't even know because I was little, so I didn't know how it all worked.
She started in July.
Yep.
And then in Minnesota, it gets cold in like, August. And so it just froze outside until Christmas.
That's not true. So right now, I think my favorite Christmas treat is probably the what they called like hot chocolate cookies with they're like a chocolate cookie with like a marshmallow,
like a melted marshmallow on top.
Martian melt mellow.
Yep. Delicious.
Melted marshmallow on the top, and it's wonderful.
Yep. Well, both of them are cookies. So,
and you know what? I think we have talked about this before, but that's no surprise because I feel like we mention food a lot, and that's okay.
Well, what are you going to do when you play games? Drink?
Yeah.
Well, we could do that, I guess.
Yeah, you could drink. You could drink
and
eggnog.
Eat. Drink and eat, baby.
Drink and eat.
Well, that is our first episode for the Christmas season. You know what's funny is that we started last year with a Push Your Luck game, and we are starting this year with a Push Your Luck game.
Did
if
we?
you remember, we talked about Nacho Pile. That was, I think, number 1 on our list last year. So there's a theme. Maybe there'll be parallel games throughout, but we're starting with Chicken Push Your Luck game if you like rolling dice. I love rolling dice. So this is a great, quick, holiday fun game for you to pick up.
All right, guys, we will see you tomorrow for another short holiday special.
Bye.
Chicken!
Chicken.